Hello, this is Faith, and this is Getting Started with Math. I have a friend who's a parent to a kindergartner who asked for help with what to do with their child in math. And this is a result of that. The things that I cover in this video may be a little easy for her kindergartner, especially since we're like halfway through the year already. But I would still do it just to ensure that my child had a good understanding of what numbers mean. In kindergarten, they put a lot of emphasis on counting. That's great, but you really want your child to understand what numbers mean, where if you never practice counting with them, they can still figure out how to get from point A to point B because they understand these numbers, these symbols have meaning. Okay, so today we're going to cover one-to-one correspondence. And we're also going to cover partitioning numbers to 5, okay? So let's get started. One-to-one correspondence. Let's see what I mean by that. Let's say that I am cooking dinner, and with myself included, there are 4 people eating dinner at my house. And I need to set the table. Okay. Setting the table, I'm going to need 4 forks, 4 spoons, 4 knives, 4 plates, 4 placemats, 4 cups, for everything. Okay, I want to make sure that what's on my table corresponds with the number of people coming to eat. Okay, so that's all it means. When we have these numbers, we want them to correspond with real objects, basically. Okay. And the first manipulative we're going to use to help with this will be our hands, right? The fingers on our hands. I discourage using your fingers for addition and subtraction, but to visually show numbers, it's great. It works great. First of all, your fingers are grouped by 5, and that's like so important. And a lot of the math that I see, that students be able to group by 5 or by 10, because our number system is basically based off 10. This is an added bonus to be able to group by 10 or be able to group by 5. Okay, so fingers are great. I would encourage my child to use her left hand when we're dealing with numbers 5 and less. And then it's just a matter of showing the numbers, showing 3 fingers for 3, 2 fingers for 2, and so on and so forth. The next tool I would use would be the abacus. And there's another one that I think that this is based off of. It's called the AL abacus. But the update in iOS 7, it doesn't really work well. So I'll just show you this number rack. You can get number rack on iTunes. I don't know about Google. I think so, but I'm not sure. But this is also just online, okay? And you can see here we are. This is a string of beads. This represents a string of beads. And there are 5 red beads and 5 white beads. I love the idea of these beads being color-coded. And again, they're grouped by 5. Now, on a regular abacus, you're going to have 100 beads. And you can do the same thing here. You can go up to 100, but we only need the 1 line of beads, right? So you could use this. You can make your own beads. You can buy an abacus, anything that works. But I really like to have the split color code here. So this is 5. Now, initially, when you ask your child to show you 3, they're going to do this. 1, 2, and you can yawn in the background. 3. 3, yay, 3. Great, okay? But eventually, your child is going to piece together that there are 5 beads here, and 3 is just leaving 2 behind. Okay, and there's so much in that little piece. Your child is getting 3 plus 2, 5 minus 3, 5 minus 2. Also, your child is getting 10 minus 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. So much that you're just gaining from this. So Likewise, when you get above numbers, it says she wanted to get 8, she'll just leave 2 behind. Or 6, she'll be able to visualize the 5 plus the 1. This is really great, a great tool for your child in developing her math skills. Let's go back here. So the abacus, and then you have the tally marks, which is self-explanatory. I'm just coming here because I don't think it's going to show up on the black, but it's really easy. Let's say you want your child to show you 4. Here's 4, and then you say, show me 5. Uh-oh, that's kind of ugly, but you know how to do it. Just draw the line over it. Let's say you want to show 7, even though we're only dealing with 5 right now. It's 5, 6, 7. Look, you still are grouping by 5. You have that first group of 5 and then 2. So your child is going to get 5 plus 2 is 7. So that's the tally marks. And in the same way, you would use your popsicle sticks. Okay. So that's kind of it for representing numbers. And then you're going to start counting objects. And you can use anything that's small, but you want them to count like objects. So you can use blocks, coins, tiles, like they have the math tiles, anything, crayons, whatever you have, popsicle sticks, whatever you have, go ahead and let your child count them. Lego blocks, I really like Lego blocks. You can color code them kind of like the abacus did, where you have 5 of one color and 5 of another color. I've even seen people use Lego blocks to help with 4-digit subtraction. So, yeah, go for it. Whatever you can find, let your child count. Now, the only thing I'm going to add is when your child counts things, let them represent the numbers with this stuff that we went through. So, let's say you have 5 blocks. Well, let them show you on their hand what 5 means. On the abacus, what 5 means. With tally marks, with popsicle sticks, let them show you what 5 means. Now, with the popsicle sticks, you don't have to do the cross. You're just going to group by 5. You can do the cross. It depends on how you're using them. If you're going to count them, you're not going to cross them out. But if you're using them kind of as tally sticks, then go ahead and cross them out. Okay, the next thing will be partitioning numbers. And here's an example. And so we're going to only deal with 5 and under. And I'll go here. It might be easier to start with objects. So let's say you put 5 objects here. And what you probably will want to do is let your child pick them up or count them and then pick them up. And then put 5. You could say put all of them here. Right? First you want to write 5 here. Put all your objects here. There's 5. How many more do you need to write 5? 0. None. So if your child doesn't understand the concept of 0, you can just show them real quick that 0 means none. So what we'll do is put the 5 on top here, the 0 here. So, and then you want them to say it in this way. 5 is 5 and 0. Okay? And then once you get 5 done, you're going to go here, and then you'll do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You as a teacher can give them this number, and this number they've counted for themselves and have written the 5 in. You're going to say 4 here, and they have to tell you what's left. It's 1. And then you're going to do it in the same way. 5 is 4 and 1. Okay, now you could do that with objects to begin with. Then I would go back to just writing it and using the abacus, because the abacus makes, in my opinion, everything easier. Let's go back and show you. So here's this abacus here. I'm going to slide it over just a little bit. So we have, this is 5. So you could just do this. 5 is 3 and 2. You want to separate that a little bit. Right? It's that simple, because you know that all these red ones are 5. So if you've gotten down to 1, you'll see that 1 and 4 is 5. And then you just come here and write it. 1, 4. And then you say 5 is 1 and 4. And that's basically it for this little tutorial. It's very simple, but very effective in helping your child to understand what the numbers 1 through 5 mean. And also in this, you're getting addition and subtraction. Your child is learning how to pull the numbers apart, which is great. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you. And see you in the next video. We'll be dealing with numbers 6 through 10. Take care. Bye.